Today I want to talk about stuff that you shouldn't store in your garage. While most of us use our garages to store our cars, they're also ideal for storing just about everything else, from bikes to beach chairs and deep freezers. You know, many items that we don't want to store in our house, we find a spot in the garage. Plain and simple. Garages aren't ideal for storing absolutely everything, though. From delicate belongings, that could get ruined, items may attract unwanted pests, rodents. So I came up with 7 things that are probably you shouldn't store in your garage. Number 1 would be art. Because the environment isn't controlled, leaving your precious artwork at risk. You have mold, mildew, other conditions that could damage the artwork. Important papers, even books. While most of us don't need to access things like your social security cards and passports, car titles, other important documents, we tend to store them out in the garage. It's a bit risky to stash paperwork out there, rodents again. Another item is pet food. We all love our pets, so it's only natural to want to keep extra food on hand, but it's best to leave that 40-pound bag of kibble indoors. Unless you want to attract rodents and vermin, storing pet food in your garage is a terrible idea. Those critters not only attracted to the scent, but they can eat through the paper bags and contaminate the food. Another thing is paint. Well, it's okay to store paint in the garage for a few days in the middle of a home renovation. It's not a good idea to keep those extra cans there long term. Most paint should be stored between 60 and 80 degrees, as you know, Fahrenheit. Extreme heat or cold can ruin the paint. Depends on where you live, but in Texas here, it stays pretty hot. While there's a chance for freezing, paint will be unusable when it thaws. It's simply not worth the risk. Another one that I've seen lately is wine. Do you buy an extra case or two of wine to get to friends and family for the holidays or keep it on hand for the summer celebrations? Well, it's probably time to invest in a wine rack or a fridge instead of storing it in your garage. Wine needs to be kept in a temperature-controlled environment, or it could impact the taste. And we all know those wine connoisseurs. Y'all know real quick if that taste is off. Clothing and linen is another thing I would worry about. Whether it's sweaters or only wear during ski season, extra bedding, towels, sleeping bags, anything that's made from fabric. It shouldn't be stored out in the garage. I see moss can eat through clothing and ruin it. Moisture can cause mold or mildew to grow. And rodents love to build nests out of that stuff. See it quite often out in the country too. So these are some of my tips for you, what not to store out in your garage. I hope it helps out a little bit. Y'all have an amazing day, and me and Daisy are going to finish our Daddy Daisy walk and talk.